Tell me something about what happened in your school.
What do I need to tell you? This is getting annoying already. Can't you see my makeup has been damaged from the crap we've been through from that selfish school?
Can you tell me something about this gifted program in your school?
Hmm, I, I don't. I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't. I don't know.
Hush now! Stop crying!
What happened with your hands?
Well, I use it to break bones. And I actually enjoy it.
I honestly couldn't get anything from you. Can you just please coordinate properly with me so we can get this done?
Miss Investigator, there is nothing to investigate.
Look, your school is the most prestigious school in the country. This will get into a lot of headlines. You can even get internationally. We don't want to get dragged by a lot of reporters, right? Right. I'm gonna need you to cooperate with us so we can issue a statement ourselves. And you will peacefully get away this huge of a mess. I will take your silence as a yes. So let's start. Based from my report and from your schoolmates, you were supposed to be the bait for an auction being conducted by Mrs. Elma BULACAN. But based from the witnesses we've asked, some of them treated you as heroes and some see you as the nuisances in the school, since you basically created this whole riot.
What? How dare them? We even saved their lives, those ingrate pieces of trash.
Enough! Your rants will just slow our process. Next, we've found a sonic producer from the abandoned storage room in your school. We've gathered information about it and it's connected to all speakers inside the campus. Do you have any ideas about this?
That sonic producer was basically used for the director to activate our gifted cells.
Right. Now that you said that, can you please enlighten us about these gifted cells?
Why are you looking at me? I don't know about those cells. That guy, him, he planned this.
Okay. Again, enlighten me about these cells.
Well, as you can see, this is basically a story of a school in which from the previous years have been exploiting students because of their potential. The school that is known for being prestigious and elite is actually a school filled with greed and atrocity and shamelessly exposing students because of their talent. Is that an ideal school for you? Huh? Well, it's not. And it will never be. They should have not activated these freaking cells if they don't even care about the students. Because what they only care about is that damn popularity and the money they're getting.
Based from what you have said, so there is something extraordinary that's happening? Is that what you're telling me? Can you guys go outside for a while? I want to talk with Mr. Lewis alone. Please state everything, starting from the start until today. And for your basic information, I will be conducting a one-on-one interview with your peers about what happened. I know this is a tough time, but we have to document this.
I am from the last section of our school. Since I don't necessarily care about grades and such, the school had a very weird system. We as a belonging from the last section can barely eat anything since the higher section had the privilege to eat earlier than us. I personally think that is weird and it's not fair. From that moment, I already knew why my classmates were very eager to get a higher mark, since they badly want to get into a higher section for them to receive those privileges. They were anticipating about the assessment exam.
What's with the assessment exam?
Basically, that is when the school gives chances to those students who want to be in a higher section.
Okay, noted. Proceed.
After the exam, I still didn't take it seriously, but during the exam, there's a weird sonic sound came out from the speakers. I didn't understand why I was the only one who found it weird. It's as if nothing happened. It's as if they didn't hear it or any sound from it. So I just shrugged it off. A girl-like voice came out from the voice saying, I should put out my input about the Charles Darwin theory of evolution and its natural selection at the back of my answer sheet. I got goosebumps hearing the girl's voice. I winked the exam, and unfortunately, I became a gifted student. At first, I enjoyed all the privileges, until it gets into a point wherein those ordinary students were slightly oppressed just from us having extended privileges than the others, to the point that the school kept on neglecting the gifted ones. I didn't understand it. I was craving for me to have the privilege, but when I received more than the privilege I craved, I suddenly felt uncomfortable and treated the whole phase as an investigation, unraveling why we were receiving a very special treatment from the school. I then knew the potential of my peers, in which I treated my family. They also did think that the system was unfair.
How did you find out about your potentials?
It was all through the gifted machine. We just stood there and we found out our potentials.
Proceed.
I knew Kyla first. She was the most friendly, and she couldn't sleep.
When my potential awakened, they say your potential is a product of the things you really love. I can associate this potential of me being unable to feel sleepy and sleep in general with the love I have towards photography. I was in photography class. Our memories are kept in a picture where it never sleeps. Unlike Natalia, she always falls asleep. But I'm kinda interested about her potential.
That's a good potential. How many days have you been awake?
256 days already.
Wow, that's amazing. Now tell me something about Natalia, since you have mentioned her name.
Natalia? Not much. She always falls asleep during our gifted class. But she was always curious and she can read past events, whether it's from a thing or from a person. Isn't that cool?
Hi, Natalia. I heard you easily fall asleep and that you're a very curious person. Is that true?
Yes and yes, but those things never had any connection. I don't know what Kyla told you about me, but yes, I am a very curious person and I easily get interested when things are presented in front of me. But as far as I'm concerned, this issue being presented in front of me right now is not part of it.
That's a very solid statement you released. But may I know about your potential?
This is a product of my potential. Because of my curiosity, it gave birth to my potential, which is to see the past of something and someone.
Good evening, Celestina. Tell me about your potentials.
We have a very advanced twin telepathy. I can hear what she hears, I feel full when she eats, and I feel what she feels.
Now, Justin, tell me about your potential.
I can simply read people's mind. Just like right now, you are tired and you want this to be finished, right?
You're good. Next. Claire, what is your potential?
I see you're tired. You're oozing with color brown. You must rest, Miss Investigator.
What are you talking about? I said tell me about your potential.
Don't you get it? I just read your emotion. Color brown surrounds you, meaning you are tired already. I can see emotions through color a person gives off, such as yellow for when you are nervous, violet if you are afraid, red if you are angry, brown when you are exhausted, pink when you are in love, and many more.
Lila, tell me about your potential.
I can give whereabout about someone. I can see directions. I can see where a person is at when I think about them.
How about you, Monique?
I have super strength, and I'm really in love with the potential I have. I've always been very passionate about it, but I wasn't good enough back then. But after having this potential, I became very great at sports, and I will never ever surrender this potential.
Lastly, Miss Grace, may I know about your potential?
If Natalia can see past events, me on the other hand can see my future self. Me and Luis is the reason why we survived. My future self can give me plans on what to do next. My future self helps me overcome something by showing me a lot of possibility.
Thank you for everything you have shared. But I decided to ask about the riot in one go so everyone can clear it with me. I hope you will still cooperate. Okay, let's start. What happened during the riot?
We knew about the plan of the director because I read about the folder that Miss Rosa left at the top of our gifter desk, in my desk particularly. She caught me red-handed. I knew she immediately told the director about it. I was hesitant about telling my friends about it at first, and then I remembered. I took a pic of the memo before Miss Rosa was able to snatch it from my hands.
Flashback.
I don't know if you believe me when I tell you this, but the director is planning to put us in an auction.
What? And for what?
I think it's because of our potentials. We are the first school in the world that holds gifted class.
Can you confirm it, Grace? What does your future self tell you about this?
For now, it's still unclear, but I'm seeing something. This is the second possibility she presented out of the tree. This is still no guarantee. I need a confirmation. Luis, you make a plan first. If I'm sure about this one, I will plan something myself.
Louise, do you have any evidence that I can read to see its past or anything referring about the auction?
No. But I took a picture about the memo.
That'll work. Good thing I tried it yesterday and I was able to see past through pictures.
That's good news.
It's confirmed. Louise is telling the truth.
End of flashback.
So what happened next?
We planned everything. We divided the group into 3, and we really think that was the end of us, and we fought for our lives. We made use of Celestina for communication since they have twin telepathy, and we thought about this if they think about manipulating our cellular phones. We gave Monique a different task since she can handle the minions of the director with her strength alone. I came with Natalia, Grace, and Celestine. Since Grace is still communicating with her future self, we really need to protect her while she's concentrating about her task, which is to know what possibility her future self presented to her. On the other hand, Justin, Claire, Kyla, and Celestina went a different route. But I was able to convince those men to come at us by using my potential. I was able to hypnotize them and force them to side with us against the director. And Kyla, on the hand, used her camera. The flash of her camera keeps those guys blinded. And good thing, she secured a battery and a memory card.
Flashback.
Any updates? Kyla is trying to keep up with her camera.
They're at the canteen. They're heading towards the director's office. Celestine told me that they were able to gather minions by the use of Louis' potential. Good news. Grace came back with her senses. She told us to go in the computer room. Wait, Celestine? Celestine, I can hear it clearly. Yes, I can hear you. Got it. Justin, Claire, and Kyla, we have to find Miss Rosa and get the flash drive from her.
Why is the computer room so dark? Maybe we can find Miss Rosa in here.
What are you doing in here? Isn't it obvious? We are trying to expose whatever wicked plans you have with the director.
Just surrender the fall and no one will get hurt!
You don't have any respect towards your teacher, you ungrateful rats.
Wicked beings does not deserve any dose of respect.
Is she still alive?
Stop blabbering and get the files already. Don't worry, she just lost consciousness, but she's not dead.
End of flashback.
And we reunited after that.
Flashback.
Good thing you guys are safe. Where's the flash drive?
Guys, we don't have time. Monique, rang the bell already. That means she arrived at the director's office. Faster, just go as planned.
Director's office.
Miss Elma! We have outnumbered you, so just surrender.
You little fools! You really think you can win against me? You can never win against me. You should be thankful we accepted you in this school. And this is how you're going to pay me? I made you!
Selling us will never be condonable. We are not objects for you to sell and profit from. We are students yearning for knowledge.
You really think the school care about that? We don't. Now drop this misconduct. Besides, you don't have any leverage against me.
Well, think again. We exposed everything. The authority will come for you. You will pay for every single cruel thing you've contributed to the previous students.
No! You can't do this to me! No!
End of flashback.
After that, we're here. But sadly, the twins were traumatized. I hope this ends here.
You've experienced too much. Medics will come here to treat your wounds, and I thank you for your cooperation.
Thank you.
Justin, Kyla and Justin, please come with me.
Claire, Monique, and Lila, please come with me.
I hope this ends here. I really hope.
There should no injustices that can be seen from each aspect in the society. The students should be treated fairly. And most importantly, the school is not just a place for one to improve his or her morally and confidence, harnessing them towards a better individual in the society, a bridge for greatness and a bridge for a betterment. Thank you.